I actually stopped building websites for people for one simple reason. It became a waste of time for them and for me. I would hand over a beautiful website, and immediately the questions were asked. How do I capture leads? What else should be on the website? What happens next? How do I actually use this to grow my business? Despite the fact that we spoke about this before starting the website. And for the clients who actually did listen to me to try and build a real digital ecosystem, they did it by adding more apps, but they burned out quickly. And they didn't have the mental capacity to learn five different platforms. So they would cancel subscriptions, they would get overwhelmed, and then say, "Oh, technology just doesn't work for me. This is not for me." But that wasn't the problem. The real issue was that nobody gave them a framework, a holistic approach that prepares them before touching technology and supports them after everything is built. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Why websites by themselves do not work in 2025, the holistic digital ecosystem framework I created, the five components that make this approach work, and why most people fail with technology. So, as my business grew, I had to be honest with myself. I didn't need more apps. Okay. I needed clarity. So before technology, I needed clarity about my product, clarity about my brand, about the audience I was actually speaking to. I needed to know the how someone moves through my business digitally, right? What happens after someone books or purchases? And that's when I realized most people don't need another tool. They need a holistic plan. And that's what gave birth to this framework. This framework is what makes my entire approach holistic because it forces you to look at your business like a living body, right? Because that's what it is. At the top, you have the brain, right? Which is the product, your product or service. This is your direction. It's if the brain isn't clear, everything else breaks. And most people skip this step. They get so excited with the shiny new toys and the technology, right? And but this is why their systems collapse. Next, you have the branding, which is like the soul. This is how your business makes people feel. You know how they talk about company culture? Okay, this is your identity, it's your presence, it's your promise. If your brand isn't communicating clearly, your website can't save you. Next, you have the website, which is like the body, right? This is the container, it is the house, it is your temple. It holds everything, but it can't function by itself. A website is not the ecosystem, it's only one organ inside of it. Next, you have automation, which is like the arms and legs, right? This is movement. This is where your system becomes alive. You have follow ups, you have reminders, workflows, smart forms, chat widgets, you have lead nurturing. This is what people think technology is, but without the brain and soul, it's chaos. Last, you have content management, which is like the mouth. This is how your business speaks. This is your voice across social media, across your YouTube, your newsletters, blogs, all of it. When these five components work together, your digital ecosystem becomes powerful, simple, and sustainable. Did I mention sustainable? So, most people don't fail because the technology is hard. They fail because they're building without a foundation. They jump straight into tools without a strategy. The offer isn't clear. Their website has no purpose, and they're overwhelmed by learning multiple platforms. I watched this happen over and over and over again, right? Clients would hire me for a website, especially people who already had websites built by other people. And then by the end, they'd realize the website was the easiest part. The ecosystem is what they truly needed. And that's when I stopped offering just websites. Okay. I refused to put people into digital chaos. Here's something that almost nobody talks about. After your digital ecosystem is built, you have this robust system. You got all the things, the bells and whistles. Your business still needs direction, right? You still need to know how to track your leads, how to measure what's working, how to automate follow ups, how to organize contacts, how to repurpose your content, how to increase conversions, and how to nurture your audience long term. And that this is the part where most businesses fall apart, because the after phase is the most important phase and nobody prepares you for it. A holistic approach covers before, during, and after. And that's why it works. So when I discovered Go High Level, everything clicked for me. Not because it magically fixed my business. Trust me, a lot more had to happen before I could fix my business. But it was because it finally let me build everything in one place. Website, my CRM, my forms, workflows, chat, the sales pipeline, the email marketing, the text marketing, the courses, the calendars, everything synced, everything simplified, and most importantly, people could actually learn it. Okay? So if you've ever felt overwhelmed with technology, or you've built a website and nothing happened, or you're trying to grow your business with limited time, limited energy, then it's time to learn the holistic way. Okay. This is why I created my course, and it's to teach you not just how to use Go High Level, because Go High Level is the meat and potatoes of the course, but this is more about how to build an entire digital ecosystem that's going to support your life, is going to support your business, is going to support your growth, and it's going to help you to really consolidate, to organize, piece everything together. So if that's you and you want to learn how to do this, especially people who are influencers, that your platform has grown so much that now you have inquiries coming from everywhere. You have your WhatsApp, you have your phone, you have your social media messages, and you're like copying and pasting and trying to find the link and trying to find the attachments. If you're tired of doing that, then this course is definitely for you. And if you don't have time for the course, or you just, it's just not your flow, and you rather pay for this service, hire somebody, get it done for you, and you want to book a consultation with my team, we're also here for you to do that. All right. So I'm going to leave a link for both. I hope this helps. Share with someone who this might help, or if this is you, let me know in the comments what you're struggling with. Have you tried a holistic digital marketing system? What are you going through right now? I love to know. And so yeah, just drop it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.